When you go back and you look at the film from last season to now, where do you think Montez Sweat has made the biggest strides in his game?
I think, just having the opportunity to work every day on going forward. He goes forward a high percentage of the time. I thought he, had to do some dropping last year. So he's able to work now, in individual drills and constantly focusing on, setting the edge for us, being disruptive in the run game, and then rushing the quarterback. And so he's getting more reps at it, and he's doing a great job for us. And I think, having more time devoted to that and spending less time, dropping in coverage.
Hey, Jack. Ron has said that he's wanted to see more out of the linebackers. I guess just how would you evaluate that position, and where would you like to see them take a step forward?
Well, I'll respect Coach's opinion and let him evaluate for you guys if he wants to. We're going to focus on preparing for each opponent. And, I like the way that the team is working. I like the way our guys are going at it. We have high standards on defense, and we're seeking to live up to those standards that we set for ourselves every week. And, each and every player on the unit, on the defensive unit, is working hard and committed to being the best, and that's how we're going to approach it. And as far as getting into evaluations, there might be a time for that, but I'm certainly not going to go there right now.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's all I had. Thanks.
Chris? If Chris isn't on, we'll go Ben.
Hey, Jack, just to stay with the linebackers. Thomas Davis hasn't played in the last 3 games. I think he's been a healthy scratch each time. Ron was saying part of that is to get a chance to see more from your 2 younger linebackers. From your perspective, what is Thomas Davis? What could he do to possibly get back in the rotation, if anything?
Just stay ready if he's called on. So, at this point, we like the guys that we're playing, and he's not going to be a core special teams guy, so therefore he's inactive.
And in terms of Holcomb and Kevin Pierre-Louis, how have you thought about their progress together, and what is it specifically that you guys are trying to see more out of them the rest of the way?
Linebackers are paid to produce, and I think we've had some good moments. We're just looking for more consistency, and and that's what we're working at. So, I feel good about the way the guys are working. We've attacked things. We've made great strides in several areas. And, there's a lot of work to do. So, we're gearing up for the Detroit Lions right now, putting together a plan and looking to go in there and find a way to slow them down and get our offense the ball back. And I like the way our team, our defensive unit is working at it and preparing for this opportunity.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Jack, sorry about that. On Cameron Curl, obviously we've seen so many bright spots already, and he's a rookie, and there's going to be some ups and downs for every player. How do you process Sunday, where there was a lot of good and maybe some not so good? Is that just what you kind of expect when he's playing that advanced role, or were you just pleased because of the good things that he did?
Yeah, I thought he looked like he belonged. He wasn't perfect. We really don't have anybody that is perfect, but he gave great effort, had some production, and it didn't look like the moment was too big for him. So it doesn't surprise me. I think he's been able to play, and we expect him to continue to play and play well for us.
Let's go John Keim next, and then Michael Phillips.
Hey, Jack, with
What's up, John?
not just the linebackers, but the run defense in general, when you are changing over to a different sort of scheme for these guys, how much are they still adapting to things versus just maybe making a mistake here or there?
No, basically more of having a breakdown here or there. I feel good about our front 7. I feel like we put a lot on their plate. We play to them. we lean on them to take care of things, and for the most part they have. And it wasn't quite to the standard that we expect last week, but I think throughout the course of this season it's been pretty darn stout. So I like the way we're working at it. There's certainly some things we're going to do better, and we'll just keep going.
And I got a bizarre one for you, kind of following up last week. I asked a teammate a question for you. Were on the field in a Monday night game against when Jerry Rice went off, had like 14 catches for however many yards, like almost 300 yards. Curious if you remember what you remember from that game and just going up against a guy like that in that kind of situation.
Yeah, I don't recall that game in particular. I would have to look and see, is it Steve Young or is it Joe Montana? Because I played against both of them, and so I know they were both really good, and the 49er offense was really good, and Jerry was a big factor in that. And I mean, he's an incredible wide receiver. He loves the game. He prepares really hard, runs great routes. Had troubles with drops early in his career and overcame that. And I just think, the work ethic stands out for me. But I always respected the 49ers. Was never a fan. I was more a fan of the Raiders, quite frankly. But I always respected what the Niners were about.
I appreciate your patience, and thanks for answering that. Everybody appreciate your patience too. So thanks.
No problem.
I would imagine you've had plenty of occasion to watch Matt Stafford over the course of his career. What do you think of him as a quarterback, and what's the challenge in containing him on Sunday?
He's a big game hunter. I mean, he looks for big plays. He's got a great arm. He'll hang back there. He's stepping up and through protection and keeping his eyes downfield, and he can throw every throw that a quarterback needs to be able to throw. He's got elite arm talent. I think he's a good football player. Obviously he's got a lot of experience. He's seen a lot of different things, but I have a lot of respect for his game.
And then I wanted to ask you about the other quarterback too, if you don't mind, Alex Smith, and just, I know you've seen this journey as he's come along here. What do you make of him getting his first start since the injury and everything he's done to kind of reach that point and where he's at?
I mean, really the biggest thing is I'm amazed at his drive, the competitor that he is, and the journey that he's undertaken just to come back to this moment. So it's pretty incredible, to watch a guy have such strong desire and determination and fight. And I think we all respect the heck out of that. So it's just great to see. It's one of those. It's a feel-good story, and obviously I'm hoping he gives us a lift and can give the team a lift. But it's an amazing story for a guy to come back through the things that he's been able to battle and make it back onto the field.
Hey, Jack. Tim Settle has 2 sacks, one in each of the last 2 games. What is allowing him to kind of excel right now and then overall just take a step forward in the second season?
Tim loves what he's doing. He comes to work every day with great energy, and he told me he was going to be hopping around like a penguin after he got some sacks, and I said I'd love to see it, and I've been able to see it a couple of times. So happy for Tim and the work he's putting in and the way he's attacking things. Penetrate and disrupt is what we're about up front, and Tim embraces that.
What grade would you give his penguin hopping so far?
I don't want to grade it, but I'm happy to see it.
All right, Rhiannon Walker, and then we will end with Sam.
Hey, Jack. After you guys look at the Giants film and kind of see what Alfred Morris and Wayne Gallman were able to do, what do you basically tell the defense about things they could do better in the run defense, especially when you guys are about to face Swift and, see Adrian Peterson? What are some things that you basically saw on film that you could take into this game defensively? Yeah,
understand where we belong, get there with attitude, shed blocks, and tackle. It's really pretty basic. Always is, when you're talking about defeating the run game. Understanding where you belong, get there with an attitude, and defeat blocks and tackle. And that's what we need to do at a higher level this week.
Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jack. Ron Darby was telling us yesterday about kind of his transition from a mostly man defense to mostly zone. And I wonder, how you saw him kind of make that transition, how long it might have taken, and how he's settled in.
Yeah, I mean, I think Schwartzy mixes up, plays a little bit of zone up there as well. But yeah, we mix ours. We play man, we play zone. I think Darby's done a nice job for us. Again, consistency is what we're looking for, and when he's playing consistently, he's a real strong player for us. So we like his contributions. Looking for, throughout our defense, more consistency, and that's how we're working at it.